life hacks. So life hacks in terms of what kind of hacks can you use in game that will make your life easier in EVE as a trader. And we talked about this, probably a lot of you guys were there when we talked about this a few weeks ago, but I just want to summarize that part and kind of condense it into a few minutes that we can not only clip for YouTube, but that we can also that you guys can also then use as a clip that we can put on Discord, and that we can help new traders. And I'm pretty sure that those of you that weren't there a few weeks ago when we talked about it, there will at least be one thing that that you will be surprised about. I guarantee you, because a lot of these things blew my mind as they were. And also, if you do have additional ones, of course, do share, right? So we'll talk about a few today, and if on some of them you're like, hey, that's nice, but I have much better ones, then please do share. So I'm gonna to do that. We'll log into this zero duplex character, and we'll start coming from there. Right click order for sure, yeah. So what I'm gonna start with in the game is showing this with this quick bar right here. So something that I literally played 15 years without, that our own Fansui had to tell me, was that this incredibly useless ticker down here. So I know some of you guys will use it. I call it the most useless thing in this whole thing, because I've never looked at it and be like, hey, whoa, it's gone up 10%, let's sell. If I would rely on the ticker to tell me where prices went, I would be a terrible trader, right? So the most valuable function you can actually have in that ticker is you can hide that thing. Did you know that? You can actually click on this little arrow right here and you can hide it. And if you're like me, you hate really, really busy stuff going on the screen while you're trading. So hiding that actually makes a big difference. If you don't want to hide it, if you actually like what it does, then you can customize it. You don't have to look at Plex and Elite Drone AI or whatever it is, right? You can actually, right here, create a folder in your quick bar and name it whatever you want. I'll call it ticker because it's the easiest, right? And you can take items and you can put them in there. Okay, let's select a whole few of them and put them in there. And then in here, you can right click and say mark as market ticket folder. Boom, all right? And immediately, now you can have your own items in here. I think you have to reset it for it to work, and some items will stay in there if you don't have enough. I think I haven't figured out what it is, but you can definitely make your life easier if you're using this ticker by not having random stuff in there, but actually having your stuff in there, right? If you're not using the quick bar yet, by the way, I can, especially if you're doing the alpha challenge, I can only recommend that. Because you can, quickly click through here, update orders, also check if there's some failed sell orders at a buy price or something like that. You can quickly switch through your items. So those are two things related to that. If you do want to use this quick bar and you don't want to manually add everything, which who wants that? Nobody wants that. I have another life hack for you, and that life hack is this. Let me activate dark mode so you all don't go blind as usual, right? So let's say this is your quick bar, and you have two buttons here: add items from the clipboard and replace quick bar with items from the clipboard. If you're using my trade sheet, right, what you can do is you can open your browser and you can take your items from the master sheet that you're hopefully using, right? That's the data from your transactions. If you're using the newest sheet, by the way, there's a formula now in there that automatically takes all the items from the transactions and puts them into the master sheet, so you don't have to do this manually. You go back into the game and you say, hey, can you replace the quick bar with all the items that I just put on my clipboard? And boom. And you've got all the items from your master list in your quick bar. So you can do that, you know, once a week. Just update the items, just replace them all. You never lose anything in your portfolio, and this way, if you want to know where the market is going and you want to find, you know, up to the minute information, like as I said, fat fingered sell items or whatever it is that you're looking for, you click through here, bam, 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 and that's a very, very quick way of doing that. So that's another cool thing. Another cool thing that you can do that involves this screen is you can drag this picture. Now, if you watch my stream a lot, you've seen me doing this all the time, right? But this is actually something that blows quite a few people's minds. So if you, for example, have your wallet open and you're looking at your market transactions right here, which I always do, right? You can take this little item, this little icon right here, and you can drag it into the item category. And it works if you're actually showing an item that you're trading in. Let's look at iron charge. If you take your iron charge, you put it in here, it shows you all the transactions for that item, right? So like this is a huge time saver. So you don't have to like select it from a list. You don't have to copy and paste anything. You literally just click and drag, right? Any other item, drone link augmenter, click and drag. If you're actually trading in them, I would have to, you know, select items that I'm trading in. Maxilon, bam, right? So this is a really cool thing because it saves you a whole bunch of time. Now, last but not least, the last big hack that I have for today is a lot of times, let's say you're looking at your market orders, right? And you're looking at your buy and sell orders as I'm doing here for the Zero to Plex account, and we want to post a buy order, right? Let's say we pick an item where our buy order has actually expired, like this one right here, the Modal Light Ion Particle Accelerator. We don't have a buy order in here right now, and we want to post a new buy order. Now, if you watch my channel, you know that you never post a buy order in JITA, right? Don't ever do that. You always put your buy order in the perimeter TTT if you're trading outside of JITA, out of JITA. So if you're in JITA and you click the place buy order, it will default to JITA. And more often than not, you're gonna just forget about it and put a wrong buy order in. So what you do is you right click an item in an order that is in the location that you want, right? Take the top item right here. I'm in perimeter, right click, place buy order, and immediately this is now defaults to perimeter, and it also defaults to that price. So all you have to do is, another hack if you're not already using it, scroll button up. That's one tick up, so you don't have to worry about the ticks. One tick up, put in whatever you want to buy, right? Let's say I want to buy 30 of them, and place the buy order, and it's there. And then you don't have to worry about ever having it in JITA, making any mistakes. The scroll wheel prevents you from misselecting a ticker, a tick, an uptick. So yeah, that's those are the 5 things that I just wanted to quickly let you know. And I'm sure there was one of those in there that will make your life easier, because you know, I know that some of those I wasn't using for 10 plus years, right? So let me catch up with chat to see if you guys came up with some other stuff that we can share with everyone else. So the scroll wheel we did. 4 years and you didn't know? Yeah, that's how I that's how I went through life. Yeah, you can customize the ticker for sure. Super useful. You're welcome. What is it? The tick? So the tick, if I don't know if somebody answered that in chat, right? But you used to be able to 0.01 uptick, right? You would to outbid by somebody by 0.01 is, which was incredibly toxic gaming behavior, because it encouraged just slowly going towards pricing equilibrium. In order to combat that, what CCP did was they changed the intervals in which you could outbid someone. So now it's just the first 4 digits. So whatever it is, so if it's 1,000, then the next one is 1,001 that you can do. If it's 100,000, the next one is 100,001, 100, right? So it's always the first 4 digits. which you don't have to worry about if you just use the scroll wheel, because the scroll wheel will immediately go up. You have to be careful there actually, because if you put in the wrong uptick, like let's say you do 5 digits, it will default back down to the lower one, meaning you're not outbidding the person that you're trying to outbid. So it's actually quite annoying. Yeah, ridiculously handy. Thank you. You can't drag from the item info screen though. No, you can't. You can only you can only drag from the market screen. It is. Dina Jax, I'm doing very well. Thank you, and welcome to the stream. One of our tycoons. I just want to let you know, in my head, I've dubbed you the Tony Robbins of Eve. I'm fine with that. I'm okay. I motivate people to come